So I feel, this is what I'm going to say, this is my feeling, this is my opinion. I feel like those that are being raised by God are looked at a little bit differently because other people feel like they don't have mentors, they don't have nobody. So it's easy to tell us to sit down and to, oh, you need to be under somebody. But yet, when God is our mentor, when God is our therapist, when God is our provider, when God is most importantly our healer, but our Father, like, and we are truly getting the foundation off of Him, we have the passion that hits a little bit differently when it comes down to other people. We may hate things that people do. We may not like a lot of things. We may not want to do some of these assignments because certain people are ungrateful. Certain people are disrespectful. Certain people don't deserve it. But that's not our call. We know what God saved us from. We know what God brought us from. And to know, like, it's just something different about the passion that we have, like, and the way, I can't speak for nobody else's journey, but for mine, the way that God got me together, the way that He used scripture and things that He pointed out, how He hated us first. Like, God had to show me who He was. He showed me that, listen, I hated y'all first. Like, that's why I was wiping y'all out, because y'all were just so disrespectful. Like, I hated y'all. So if we are in His image, guess what? We gonna have that same hate. The same hate that He is. He's jealous. Like, He's a jealous God. So we're gonna have every trait of our Father. But then it can be used wrong. But God will show you His way. Yes, I hated y'all. I despised y'all. I was ready to wipe y'all out. But yet there was just someone that was just so faithful that I couldn't do it, because I gotta stand on my word. He's also showing His character. I'm standing on my word. I seen, no, there was only one. Like, dang, that one saved you. Then God realized, like, dang, no matter how much you try to be good, we sinners. There's nothing that can change that. There's nothing that can change that. We are sinners. So trying to keep the law, trying to just be good and do good deeds, that's not going to save us, because then it comes with motives. And when people don't do what we ask them to do, when people like start changing up, like if people don't help you, people just have their own motive of why they're doing what they're doing, pretty much. But yet, God changed all that around. It took some time, but He turned all that around. Told Noah, hey, build a boat. I need you to go through some things. You're going to get mocked. You're going to get talked about. Before Jesus got persecuted, they weren't the example, but they kind of really went through some of the things that Jesus did. How much do you, like, and God will test you on ways, how much do you love me? Abraham, give up Isaac. Go kill him. What the hell you mean? You my God? Like, hold on. Like, but I trust you. That's the type of faith you have to have. Even when it don't make sense. God raised me up in a way using Deuteronomy. Yes, I may look at people by that, and I try to use that to help me not judge people. I use that to, like, okay, they're doing something, so if God got me in a place where He's not at, there's a lot of people, you got to realize, that don't know God, that literally, that I've met people, that people's like, well, I was never raised to talk about God, so I never really pursued it. I just live my life and go about my business and just try to do good deeds. There are people that I've met that know God, that is introduced to God, but because of their parents, they don't want nothing to do to God. They don't want nothing to do with Him. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of just families broken. There's a lot of kids broken. There's a lot of things broken. So when God is using His children and He's rising some of us up, the same things that they went through, you're gonna have to go through. And they never said how long most of them went through things. Some of them went through it for years. You're going to go through things for years. There's no peace. There's no peace in this world at all. But yet with God, you have peace. You have joy. You have everlasting faithfulness, love. You have the fruits of the Spirit of long suffering. You have his example. Because then, see, he hated us. But then he sent his son to die for us. I got to make a plan because y'all trying to keep the law ain't working. Look what happened to Moses. He was so focused and worried about what he lacked. Like, God helped me with those scriptures. This is why it's important of getting to know the scriptures, because God's like, I know what you lack. And God definitely had me and Moses, because like I was telling people what I lacked, and it still discouraged me, because it's like people are like, well, you're this old, you're grown, you should know, but y'all not going to the root of the issue. I was on my own at 16. So I try to put Bible with my life and the way that God taught me, but I gotta stand on God's foundation, not man's foundation. That's why our passion is different from those who got mentors, because you're following in the blueprint of other people, not God. There are some of us that's following in the blueprint of God and trying to do the best that we can to stay on that foundation without being led astray, because I'm not even gonna lie, certain things do sound so good. This is why you got to separate yourself. Like, God, what you said, like, I need to hear from you. I need you to show me that what they said is true, because certain things, even with me, it sounds so good, and you could like you better have the ears to hear and the eyes to see what's really going on, and who's of God, how are they like. So I go back to Deuteronomy 28. And when you can't see nobody's life, you have to see what's not being seen through videos and stuff like that. What's their progress as they're talking? What type of videos do they do? Like, even though it's a lot. So me personally, I feel like that those that God are raising up are terrified, scared, but we trust God because we've seen what he did, and how he saved us, and how he renewed us, and how when we put our trust in everything else, including man, and into things that were not good for us, how God always saved us. So when we gave him a try, we stayed there. And I'm staying there. And I'm in his will. And I know when I'm not in God's will, because I won't have the protection. I know when I don't want to do something that God is asking me to do. Things start going wrong. Things start being delayed. That's how well I know. And then it's like when I don't know something, God helps me to know because I'm asking. I'm in his presence, like, because I don't always get it right. I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. That's how I know when I misjudge something and misjudge people. And when I don't appreciate certain things. Like, I know because I have to hold myself accountable for things. I don't always need somebody. Like I was always saying, I need an accountability partner. No, if you can't hold yourself accountable for things, then how do you expect people to hold you accountable for what you won't hold yourself accountable for? There are things that I had to start learning, and God had to work in me. In these past 4 years just walking with God, God has been so patient with me from the moment he got me at 30 and showed me everyone who he got at 30. This is going to be you. So yes, I have been terrified of who God is calling me to be. I'm not scared to say that, but that's why the titles and none of that stuff means nothing, because people are so worried about having the numbers and things, or the follows and this. This is why I won't pay for certain things, because since I be like everybody be like, oh, you should pay for the follows, pay to have your videos up for what? Because if it's going to be seen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You wanna know why I don't pay for certain things? Because first of all, God said don't do it. When Paul talks about it, Paul talks about when God has you doing something, you're compelled by him. Like, God would literally give you instructions on what to do when he give you a ministry, what not to do. Know the importance of how to have counsel, but the right counsel. Pay attention, because not all counsel, because they're in church, is good counsel. Not all pastors and leaders are good, because some of them can be compromised by things given to them, the accolades. So pay attention to that. There's nothing in this world that can buy me. That's why the enemy definitely mad at me, because there's nothing that you can buy me that God won't do. If God don't do it, then I'm not supposed to have it, and I don't care. I'm content with where God has me at. I'm content with always being a servant. I'm content with always wanting to learn and putting myself in places I endure for the people, not myself. I've never been selfish. I wish I could. Even when God tell me, like, this is your time to be selfish, and I still will pour into others. So God is still working on me, like, pour into yourself, love yourself, but I have a heart for people. I want y'all to grow. I want y'all to see how good God is, not just hear the fact, like, well, the blessings he do for my life. No, God is truly good. God truly provides. I have a passion for this that goes beyond me. So I'm doing my best in private to become who he wants me to become, while I'm trying to learn and put together things in my mind of who he's calling me to be, if that makes sense. But I just feel like those that are risen up by God and those that have mentor paths be totally different. I've seen people that be raised up by other people and they fall. While I'm watching God raise up people that will be silent because it's like we know not to play with God. It's like certain things we're more cautious on and God is making us more strategic on how to do things. It's like, God, I'm not moving without you. I hear them, but I'm not going to move till you show me, because I don't want to fall for the wrong counsel. I don't want to fall for the wrong advice, especially when God got me together and certain things can sound so good. And I'm the type of person I will jump, but God is like everything you can't jump on because me, I've been the type of person to jump out of feelings and emotions, and God is breaking me out of that. So my passion is a little bit different. I endure for people. I don't endure just for myself. I want to become better for my family and my children so my children don't have to see what's going on. Do I think I'm the best mom? No. Because sometimes I feel like I failed my son because I don't know how to be a mom in two places. There's things in me that God is really working on me in private that I don't really speak on. Like, if I feel like I have a big area in my life of where I'm failing, I feel like I'm failing my son because we don't talk and I give him his space. I'm not perfect, so I'm working on this blameless life that God talks about. My kids respect me. People love my kids. People love how mannerable they are. They just give me hell. Like, they just give me hell. I love that, but then it's just like, I need y'all to listen to me when I ask y'all to listen. But I also put that with me too, like, my kids are a reflection of me. So I pay attention to everything around me. So the way God is raising me up, it may bother other people that are in leadership. It may bother other people, but I feel like it also could bring value to people because the way that God raised me can bring things to the light of how they've been raised. And if it's not right, like, God order for me is God and family. Nothing else comes. I don't care what people's expectations are. I'm not doing more. I'm not putting more time in the church. When I can't do it, I'm not doing it. So I think right now, maybe that's why things not working out, because I would never tolerate man's expectations. I won't meet it. Like, I don't care to meet man's expectation. I care about meeting God's expectations and what he's required out of me and what he's taught me. And that's the battle I feel like that I'm mainly in. Because when people can't control something or they feel like you're being rebellious, it's not that. It's just that I really spent time with God and God helped me see his foundation and he took me to some certain stories and he helped me see from his lens, even for myself, to see that I'm worthy, that I'm more than enough with the things that I lack, with the things that, like David, like, I'm just going up and take you. Like Amos, like, I'm just minding my business. Like, what you doing? I ain't asked to teach your word. So it's not always easy for me to get to do videos. It's not always easy for me. So me dancing and being me kind of break the ice a little bit. I don't do lives because I don't want distractions. And when I did lives, I was getting a bunch of distractions. So I just do videos to do them and go about my business and my day. But I feel like the passion that God's children have, that he rose up, is a bit more different than those who have people that's actually raising them up. Because we don't have nobody but him. So when people try to talk to us, we not being rebellious, we not being disrespectful. It's just that if it don't align with God told us, then we can't do it. And it's no disrespect. I fear God. I don't fear people. You can do what you do with me, but I fear God. Like, I fear God. I'm not playing with God at all. Y'all can sit up here and play with God all you want, but I can't play with him like that. So I'm in my learning phase right now, and I'm learning a lot. I'm becoming a lot. I'm just sitting and dwelling and absorbing a lot, even about myself.